Right-ho, everyone, and welcome again to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. My name is Tynaeus Vane, and today we find ourselves in the Iron Keep for the last time. It is the last time, believe me. We are actually just about to fight the boss. In the end of the last episode, I mentioned that we were going to be fighting him. I showed you the area. One thing I actually wanted to kind of do before we get this video kind of started. I am actually going to be I'm thinking about switching up a little bit of my playstyle, but that is only because with this build it just seems a little bit okay. I'm not upset with how my build is. I really am not. I am just unsure as to what I want to do getting close to the end game, because this weapon is not an end game weapon. Back up. Poke. Back up. Poke. Back up. Just keep poking. That was a close one. Stab him in the face. Alright, so something I'm not going to do is summon this person right here. Manhunter O'Hara. Or Hara. I can't remember how to pronounce it. But the reason I'm not summoning her is because she is very, very weak. Very weak. One shot from this boss is a kill shot to her. You know, you may be like, well, that makes it, it's an NPC. That makes sense. But once you see how this boss fights, you understand that it's kind of an insult. I'm not going to be using my bow here, or the fire arrows. However, I'm going to be walking through a little bit of what my strategy will be. Basically, he does hurt very much because he has like a fire beam attack. I mean, I guess you could call it a fire beam attack. I am going to be wearing this because it does more fire-based. Actually, this one has more fire-based resistances, but this one is physical and fire. Not to mention, it's just 1 point different, so never mind wearing this. Alright, so I'm not going to be using poison on him. I don't know how well it works. I'm going to be using... Oh, I don't have any more of those. I was going to use the small red burr, or orange burr, but it basically boosts a little bit of defense. I might actually apply dark, but you know what? I'm going to go in... Oh, I keep forgetting I have that in my inventory. Also, I found out what to do with these, so I'm going to do that after we fight this boss. Well, let's go. Looks like I woke somebody from their nap. Oh, well. Alright, so something about this boss that I realize I kind of have a grievance with. He is a really cool looking boss, but it doesn't make very much sense in this area. Like, he really doesn't. Whoops. Stand back here. Yeah, this boss fight is supposed to be like... Whoa, dear. Ow. So I've never died to this boss. I have never died to this boss. Stop doing that flame thing. Like, the reason I have never died to this boss is because he is weak sauce. Ow. I say as I get utterly obliterated by his fist. But, like... He's very slow. Oh dear. Glug, glug, glug. Juice. Give him a juice. Seriously, you're making me look bad. You're not supposed to be this good. But, like, his attacks are very easy to dodge. Not to mention, there's actually a shield. There is a first time for everything! And I look like a fool! Alright, so something I actually want to mention is that there is a shield that blocks 100% fire damage. Like, it is the Germ shield, or I believe it's called the Germ shield. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's called the Germ shield, or worm, or something like that. Anyway, our friend Gevlon is one of those people. The Germ, or Gwyrm, however you want to pronounce it. But basically, that shield, it's basically like a stone with a handle. That's literally all it is. Oh, check. So yeah, for a minute there, that actually looked. Oh, that's weird. That was really weird. That effect on me. But yeah, so I usually use that shield. That's what I used. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy boo. Yep, fire beam. That's right, I poked you in the face with Ricard's rapier. Yeah. Somebody didn't like that. Yeah, this shield does okay. But like, uh-oh. Stop turning your head. Honestly, this guy isn't that hard. Like, yes, I died to him, but that's because I was being stupid. Like, that was legitimately me being an idiot. Like, he leaves himself wide open. Like, look at this. Like, oh, I rolled right into that. Okay. But, like, even if I get hit, like, it's not that, you know, like, it's not that punishing. Like, see that? I can just heal off of that. And I keep rolling right into that. I don't have that timing right. But, like, see how I continually get, like... Ow. Not very nice, dude. But then he just, like, sits there. And I thought I dodged that. I was gonna drink first, and then I'll strike it. Like, look at that. I was down for, like, 2 seconds. There I was, like, 4. And I still get a hit off of him. Ow. Like, I'm not doing well at all. And he doesn't even have, like, a second form. He just has, like, this... He just keeps doing that. See? Oh! Now, because I'm talking bad about this guy, he's owning me completely. But it's also because this weapon is something I have never used before. Not in the original game, not in this game. It's just, I have not used it before. Just because, you know, it's not something I wanted to use. You know? Actually, I might try the strong attack. I might also try poison. I don't know how well that'll work. But he seems like he'd be more resistant. He'd be less resistant to dark. But I mean, that's just me. Can I poke you in the face? He's letting me poke him in the face. He didn't let me poke him in the face that time. I'm not taking any chances with this guy. He's a jump. And he didn't drop his turtle armor. Seriously, that is some of my favorite armor in this game, the turtle armor. Again, it's a Dragon Ball thing, so... I probably mentioned that before, a lot of times before. Anyway. I'm gonna use one of these. Just because... I probably should have used one of those and then done that. Hello. Not gonna go into that one. Alright. Boo! That's actually pretty effective. But yeah, I'm just gonna... Just watch. I'm gonna block this. See how much damage that did to me? Very minimal. Although that's taking my durability way, way down. Come on. What are you doing? Yeah, that's it. So I'm just not going to try and take any damage here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to poke him down. Dang. Yeah, that's doing so much more damage than the strong attack. Then if a bit of fire comes this way, I just block it. Juice, drink the juice. He is very, like, it's just, like, this boss looks so cool. The design for him is very kind of demon, like, demonic cliche. What's he doing? I've never seen him do this before. What's he doing? Oh, that's what he's doing. Listen, choose one side or the other. I've legitimately never seen him just, like, duck down before. Only because he's died way too, like... Like... I seriously think that that boss could have been so much better. Like, he had so much potential. He could have, like, ripped that thing out of the ground, started using that as a weapon. Like, the giant, the last giant, like, he ripped his own arm off to use it as a weapon. Like, he could have ripped any of these things out. Like, that's a sunken tower. He could have just ripped the top out of that, like, just broke it off and started using that instead of, like, you know, give him a second, like, another form or something. Like, a lot of the bosses in the original, in, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, they all had, like, this really unique thing about them where they, like, at some point, they changed up. He remains the same. Like, nothing changes with him. There's a lot weird about Dark Souls 2 that, you know, it gets a lot of crap. It really does. And, you know, it's still a good game for being a game, but when you compare it, it's supposed to be like a sequel, or in the world of Dark Souls and Demon Souls, like, it just really falls short, and that just makes me sad. Anyway, I'm not letting this bonfire for a reason. Yes, joy ahead. I'm actually gonna rate that, but, you know, wait for it. Kindled it. All right. Let's return to the Farfire. Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I miss something?
Proceed. It is the only choice left to you.
Do I have... Okay. Well, that's something that I didn't expect. Alright, so... Okay, dexterity and endurance. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade endurance. I missed something.
Those who come to Drangleic, it happens that, although perhaps.
I missed something. I definitely missed something. This has never happened to me before. Was I supposed to do something else? What?
Bearer seeks lest with.
I am legitimately confused. I am fully and wholeheartedly confused. Was it... There was something I was supposed to do. Wasn't there? There was something I was supposed to do. Wasn't there? This has never happened to me before, so... I'm kind of lost. Okay, it's not there. Because I defeated the Skeleton Lords. I really hope I still have a Fragrant Branch of Yore, because if I... Okay, I have 5 of them. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go this way a while ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go this way a while ago. Before we fight the... What was it? Before we fight the Old Iron King, I think it was, we're supposed to go this... Yeah, we're supposed to go this way. I'm wholeheartedly confused.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you?
Anything can happen in the world of Dark Souls, Bernhardt. Yes, his name is Bernhardt. Alright, before we do anything with that, I want to see something. No, can't do it. Alright, so these guys use corpses. I think these guys are supposed to be reminiscent of this one type of enemy in the original Dark Souls. Only because they're like using like corpses. Hello, darling. Now, before we open this, meet the first pyromancer. Well, the only pyromancer we meet in this game. Very insightful. Sounds like it hurts.
Give me a moment, please. I'm fine. I think.
Pretty sure that's supposed to be her throwing up.
I'm fine. Really, I am.
Doesn't sound like it, darling.
My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me.
Yeah,
I still haven't thanked
you
you.
just did.
Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy,
That's how I've been told.
so perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Yep.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think.
Pretty sure that's what happened.
I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life.
Well,
But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters.
I haven't noticed.
Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything. Whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel.
She really isn't.
Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Actually, just give it to her, you know. Alright, so... I believe I actually had a pyromancer... There's a yeah, there it is. Pyromancer set. Item info. I don't know if I want to give it to her, though. Yeah, I'll give her that. All infantry gloves. And... hollow infantry boots. Alright. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, let's go. Can I reinforce? I can actually reinforce Pyromancy Flame. Funny thing, Dark Pyromancy Flame is actually stronger than the regular Pyromancy Flame. The thing about the Dark Pyromancy Flame, though, it basically gets stronger the more that you become hollow. I don't think I'm actually going to use it because I don't really need to. I don't really have any attunement slots, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But she gives you the Flame Quartz ring, so if you can come here, you basically get more fire boost, which really helps in the Iron Keep. She sells these small orange burrs, which temporarily boost fire defense. She also gives you lightning defense and magic defense. Oh, and this is a fire seed. Basically, you know, this was an item they added, so you could upgrade your pyromancy flames. Then she just sells basic pyromancy spells. Yeah, you get these off of the pyromancer in the original game. You get them off the pyromancer who you save from the butcher in depths. So, like I said, I'm not really going to be using those because I really don't need them.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift.
I bet you are.
After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula.
Just don't ask where I got them.
But perhaps Majula is my best chance.
All right, so we're gonna just walk away after this point. She's basically fine. There's actually a there's a lot of stuff going on this screen right now. And there's a basilisk. Yeah, honestly, I completely forgot what those guys' names were for a while. Gonna light this bonfire so that I can come back here. How many souls do I need to level up? 14,000. Okay, so I'm gonna get through this area and then I guess. Oh, very handy in here. I don't know if this was here in the first game. I didn't get this far in the original version, but it's an Estus Flask Shard. Very, very handy. There are some things over here. You can get over here. You know, the first time I actually came in through here, this entire area was just bleached white. And I know that wasn't how it's supposed to be, but my goodness. Careful of this guy. Yeah, he's wielding anvil nunchucks. Ow. Hurts like the dickens, too. Yeah, come on. And then I just backstab you. Or not. I mean, that's always a possibility, too. These guys actually drop a special item. I don't know what exactly it is. Wirehead. Silence, and then... What? Alright, no, nothing there. Alright. Oops. here. I think I might go that way. Honestly, I completely forget if there's actually, if I need to necessarily go a certain way. But after you defeat those bosses, you're supposed to be able to... Come here. After you defeat the major bosses, you're like the Great Souls, like you're supposed to get like the... I don't want to say, but just in case there's like... Basically, I'm supposed to be able to progress to an area I wouldn't have been able to before. And that would have been extraordinarily handy. However, that has not happened. Yep. Yes, I'm Master and Commander. I can only go this way, but I wonder if I can actually just progress through without going to another area. I'm gonna try that. Ow. Excuse you, sir. Poke. Honestly, like, once you upgrade this weapon, that strong attack is just very... It's just very poor. Well, these guys are just throwing rocks at me. Ow. Like, they're not that hard. They're just annoying. Stop throwing rocks. Didn't your mama ever tell you not to do that? And one for good luck. Ferrous Lockstone. See, I wasn't afraid to use Ferrous Lockstones earlier on because I just know I'm going to be getting a lot of them. And then I just back up. Back up. These guys are kind of horrific, now that I actually take a closer look at them. Not that I wanted to take a closer look at them, but, you know, that's always a... Yeah. Anyway. So I don't know why there was a bonfire just back there, because there's another one right here. This one's actually... You don't really teleport to that one back there. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so there is something I want to try. And I'm going to go this way, because this is the way we need to go. And if it doesn't work, well then, I know what to do. These are Falconers, by the way. These are the Falconer Knights. Ow. Stop it. I don't know why, but these guys like fire 6 arrows at a time. It just becomes really annoying. Like, you can't do anything about it. Like... You don't get the chance to fire 6 arrows at a time. I mean, if you get a certain item, you do. An item later on, which I actually really hate that area. There's a Falconer up there who decides, hey, let's go get him. I just hit him with my shield, because I can do that, because I have good timing. One thing I realized that... Oops. Excuse you. So something I'm actually really looking forward to... Ooh, Falconer armor. Didn't need to buy it from the guy. Something I'm kind of looking forward to is seeing whether or not in Dark Souls 3 if this whole like action to backstab is in, instead of just you go right behind somebody and you get the right spot and it's an instant backstab, because that's been the most annoying thing in this entire game. I mean, it's not a bad annoying, it's just plain annoying. Does that make any sense? Like, it should feel like, okay, well, yeah, I backstabbed the guy, so, you know. Oh, by the way, this is. I really hope I get a backstab off of these guys one day. I hate these guys so much. Like, they force you to be like. Like, they force you to not worry about your lock on. Like, they make you, they force you to be more, oh, Dragon Slayer's Christmas. To be like, you need to not always worry about this. Which, I mean, it makes absolute sense. It really does. Like, you shouldn't always rely on your lock on. Shrine of Winter. This should. Oh my goodness, this is poor game design right here. Poor game design. Now, I don't know. Now, you may be saying, if you've played this game before, you may be like, well, you just didn't go the right way. That is a false statement. I went every way I was supposed to go. You're supposed to light the prime bonfires, and you're supposed to then be able to go through that area. The Shrine of Winter is basically. You're supposed to go there next because that's the way to Drangleic Castle, because you're supposed to go through a bunch of different trials in one way or another, like or something like that. And I'm trying to think, like, I'm gonna travel back to Majula because I'm just about to end this episode here. I defeated the major bosses. Let me be clear. This is in this series. I have done nothing like I did any of the other run-throughs of this game that I've done before. Like, everything is different. Everything. I mean, besides the armor and the shield, like, that's it. I've never not gone through certain areas before. But, like, I did the main objectives of the game. I'm gonna keep your. I'm realizing that this game isn't perfect, and I think it's because there's a Dark Souls 3 is coming out. I'm really excited for it, and I'm realizing that, wow, this game has a lot wrong with it. I love this game. As a game in and of itself, it's great. However, I accomplished the main objectives. I found gathered the 3 mightiest souls that I'm able to collect in this area. The Soul of the Rotten in the down in the Black Gulch, the Old Iron King soul, which just defeated the Iron Keep, and then the Soul of the Lost Sinner in the Lost Bastille. Like, those are the 3 major souls that I'm supposed to collect here. I'm not supposed to be going around and killing everything necessarily. Like, original Dark Souls, you ring the 2 bells of awakening in the first area, you go to Anor Londo, and then you defeat the major bosses there. The one major boss there, and you're basically home free to discover from there to play however you want. But and you could miss so many different bosses, like so many side bosses. But in this one, I go through all the different. I beat the major bosses. I beat the ones that I'm supposed to beat. The other ones, they're not necessary. But obviously now I see that they are. They should not be necessary. The thing about that Shrine of Winter, apparently you're supposed to only get 1 million soul. You're supposed to have 1 million soul memory, which is that number on the top right. Yeah, soul memory. See, there's supposed to be 1 million there apparently, in order to pass through that door. But you're supposed to be able to get that from just beating the bosses. I mean, that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm ranting a little bit. Because I realize that really upsets me. This has never happened to me before. But then again, this series is all about things that have never happened to me before. So, I'm going to end this episode here before I go any further. I actually discussed in my last, my video previous to this one, not the immediate previous video to this one, but I am planning on maybe taking a hiatus from this game I'm not going to be doing it very soon because I realize I want to get through that Shrine of Winter, and there's a boss I want to. There is a boss I want to defeat there, but I'm just about halfway through the game at this point, so I'm thinking about pausing the playthrough of this for a while, but I actually want to leave it up to you guys. Just leave suggestions of games you would like to see in the comments below. Or if you have anything you want to share about it, if you've ever played this before or want to share something about it, and you know, I don't know why you would share anything about it, but like something that, you know, if you could explain to me why that makes sense, any of, you know, you need to have a million soul memory in order to pass through that door. Let me know if, you know, what you think about that. That just kind of greases my grill. I mean, greasing a grill isn't exactly a bad thing, but you know what I mean. I'm slightly nettled. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Leave a like if you like this episode, or a dislike depending on your preference. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Righto, everyone!